and Anthony Robinson to take the throw. Gets the ball back, level with the edge of the Forest box, crosses towards the back post for Mitrovic, who heads it over the crossbar. He's claiming he headed it into Lodi. It looked like he might have done, but maybe the referee's just evened things up because he's given Forest the goal kick this time. It's a cross that was standing up, floated in really towards Mitrovic, and it enabled Lodi to get up and at least put the Serbian off. But he's got his message across to the Serbian and the Brazilian. Here is Pereira crossing deep towards Willian, who nods it down 6 yards out. There's a turn and a shot which is blocked. Comes out for De Cordova-Reid. That shot's blocked as well. Comes out for Willian. Inside right channel, tight angle. Turns Lodi inside out. Shoots top corner. Goal for Fulham. And it's Willian who gets them in front after nearly 17 minutes. Ball went one side and then the other, as it was ricocheting all around the Forest penalty area. And in the end, Willian had the presence of mind to turn inside Renan Lodi and leave Lodi on the ground. And that was enough to give him the space to curl left-footed into the top corner. Fulham lead by a goal to nil, 17 minutes in.
Well, it's a super goal, but it's poor defending from Forest. You've got to get out to him. You can't leave him 1v1 with players inside the box. Took it well. Yeah, took the player out totally around there and just bent it in the top corner.
Here's Worrell looking long for Gibbs-White. Gibbs-White controls and tucks it infield, looking for Johnson. Johnson towards the edge of the box, keeps it moving leftwards, teed up by Wood for Scarpa, who can't keep it down. Perhaps not the best of touches from Wood, and it reared up a little bit at Gustavo Scarpa, who curls his shot over the crossbar. But again, it's nice link up between Gibbs-White and Johnson to fashion half a chance at least for Forest.
Trying to bend it in the top corner.
Tackle by Worrell this time on Willian, and forward to the feet of Gibbs-White, who plays it in behind Ream for Johnson. Johnson's got Wood to aim at. Johnson into the penalty area, curls it to Wood, back post, who can't make contact. There's Forest's best chance. There might have been a little touch away because a corner's been given, so maybe flicked off a defender before it reaches Wood. There's lovely play from Forest. It all started with Worrell making the challenge from the Forest left. Takes it short to Scarpa. Scarpa tucks it back for Lodi. Lodi with the cross, and Felipe's header balloons over the crossbar from around about 8 yards out. It remains 1-0 to Fulham, but that's better from Forest. When they have gone forward, they've looked neat. Pereira to take towards Mitrovic. It comes off the top of his head out to Harrison Reed with a half volley snapshot, which is dragged well wide of the target beyond Keylor Navas's left-hand post, and he takes the goal kick quickly out to Worrell. Robinson takes quickly. Forest sleeping. Willian in behind Aurier wide right. Aurier goes and recovers, but Willian sends it back to the edge of the box. Mitrovic takes on Worrell, takes on Felipe, and then as he shoots, Navas gets a touch on it somehow to turn it away for a corner. Navas was diving the wrong way, but he still managed to get something on it, and it goes behind after Mitrovic had just dropped his shoulder to send Worrell one way, then dropped the other shoulder to send Felipe the other way. Finds Worrell. Worrell tries to give it to Freuler, cut out though by Pereira. Now here's De Cordova-Reid. He's 25 yards out and hits the crossbar. Going for the top corner, hits the bar, bounces way up and over, off the crossbar. It's a good effort from the former Bristol City man. But it remains 1-0 to Forest. He had plenty of room again, did De Cordova-Reid, to hit the shot. And it missed by only a couple of inches as it hits the top of the bar and goes over. 1-0 Fulham.
Yeah, great strike.
Here they come again, Fulham looking for a second before half-time. Willian attacking the penalty area, lays it off for Pereira. Pereira's shot right across the face of goal and wide. Forest have got to get a grip here before half-time. 4 minutes to go.
They have. They're just going to take stock of things. Let's see half-time off. There's 4 minutes to go. Yeah, Navas has just taken his time. Get the centre-halves up. We're not going to. They're setting traps all over for Forest. They've been very clever with it in the last 5 or 6 minutes.
I thought about taking quickly, but he holds on to it and now throws in towards Mitrovic in the penalty area. Mitrovic turns and volleys right across the face of goal, and it ends up going out for a throw on the far side near Forest corner flag. Preparing to take the corner. High into the 6-yard box and goes right through the 6-yard box with Polina and Mitrovic the closest to it. Neither could get a touch on it, and it curls out and behind for a goal kick.
Should be 2-0.
Why? Can't get away from Tim Ream again, and Willian has it. Willian towards the edge of the penalty area. Right foot. Oh! Close, but kept out, I think, by Navas. It might have hit the post. And here is Harrison Reed. Now, Decordova-Reid crossing towards the back post. Looked like handball as Mitrovic tries to bring it down. Maybe it was his shoulder. Here, though, is Anthony Robinson crossing. That deflects into the arms of Keylor Navas, and it remains still 1-0. It's another fabulous effort from Willian. He curled one in with his left foot first half. This time he's cut in onto his right foot. And Andreas Pereira, former Manchester United man, prepares to take this free kick. 2 or 3 yards outside the penalty area. Right foot, and hits the top of the crossbar with Keylor Navas stood right underneath it and having it covered. But it's on the top of the crossbar and away for a goal kick. So Decordova-Reid hit the top of the crossbar in the first half. Far side the right, and it goes towards the near post. And goalkeeper punches it straight back to Gibbs-White. Along the byline, Gibbs-White turns one way, then the other, crosses again. Ream heads it away. Johnson's volley is just over the crossbar, just over the angle of crossbar and post from the edge of the penalty area from Johnson. We saw him volley one in against Leeds after a set piece was only half cleared last week. And he was thinking of the same thing. He was in virtually the same position. Clips a ball right hand side for Aurier, who's well forward. Aurier looks for the early cross, and Tete stretches. It'll come back post for Dennis. Dennis from an angle shoots over the crossbar. He's only about 6 yards out, and he was just outside the 6-yard box on the left hand side of it, but he shoots over the crossbar. This is better from Forest.
Absolutely. We're getting right into the faces of the Fulham. The changes have made a difference. Shelby in the middle just able to pick passes out. Dennis on this left hand side.
Fulham 1, Forest 0. Gibbs-White with the corner, deep towards the back post, and as Johnson is just looking for a volley, it's touched away from him by a stretching Bernd Leno. Here's Shelby right wing. Shelby with a cross, back stick. Oh, great save! Great save to deny Serge Aurier. Gibbs-White with a cross, headed away by Polina. That's a magnificent save from Leno. Shelby's cross, Aurier back post, almost point blank range, and Leno's made the save. It's comfortable as Shelby and Felipe swap passes inside Forest's own half. 17 minutes to go with Forest trailing 1-0. Aurier down the line for Johnson, who's got in behind Anthony Robinson. Johnson then with a cross, and Diop heads it away, comes down for Dennis, who volleys, kept in play as Johnson sends it back across the face of goal, but he's offside. But Dennis with the chance. Johnson was offside when he did send the ball back in. But Emmanuel Dennis back post with the volley. Wilson is tripped by Lodi, but Kenny Tete goes on down the right hand side. Tete finding Pereira edge of the box. He squares it all the time in the world for Solomon. 2-0. Fulham catch Forest on the break. And Manor Solomon, the Israel international, gets his first Fulham goal as they work it nicely down the right hand side, Fulham, and send it across the Forest penalty area. There was actually 2 men over for Fulham at the back post, arriving late into the penalty area to get on the end of Pereira's ball. Manor Solomon had 10 yards of space all the way around him, and that was plenty of time to slot it past Keylor Navas and make it Fulham 2, Forest 0 with 3 minutes to go.